One of our members this week raised questions about the 15% humans here and the rest are bots or walking possessed. I think the latter is more prominent. And some of the things that have been going on with this coronavirus, people are realizing that even if there are 15% of us, not all 15% are awake, so to speak. And if you look at the workplaces, some would say that only about 3 to 5% that actually think differently from the rest. And they ask the question, what happens next? What do the 3 to 5% do? Carry on complying with their bizarre, increasingly frantic and utter non-thinking world, or do we build a new one? And this is what the THI and ultimately the People's Club is all about. You know, it is the forerunner for rebuilding the people, their regions, and this planet. And people will ask, why THI? And my reply would be, who else is going to do it? For and by the people. You know, please name me one group or enterprise even thinking of it. Yeah, you've got many on the alt media internet saying, no, let's all wait for Q to tell us. Basically, what they haven't done yet is my reply. So this is what THI is all about. I'm waiting for April the 13th. We're in crucial times now. Real crucial times, as the intel portions will reveal after the music break. But there's a load of people on the alt media who have made extraordinary claims, and by April the 13th those claims will have all failed. And that'll be when Drake, David Wilcock, Fulford, Nassim Harriman, Cobra, Corey Good, the Indian gurus, no surprise there if you've listened to From Russia with Love, Stillness in the Storm, Calliope, Drumvalo Melchizedek, Alfred Weber, James Gilliland, Sisterhood of the Rose, who are Syrian-based witches and witches with a B as well, and the Mayan elders will all be proven as false prophets, and in some cases, prophets with an F. There is no martial law, no ascension BS via mass meditation, no 144,000 fake Hebrew-based saviors either, no 3 or 10 days of darkness, no fake alignment with Uranus, literally, that's where they're talking from, and no Pleiadians coming to save them, and all of them are as fake as a glass eye. So the virus nonsense rolls on. Body bags in Italy out of a movie scene, mannequins in or dummies in hospitals being shown on the Portal People news, and all lies. But what people want to know is who cost them their business, or their jobs, or their paycheck. I'll tell you, the Portal People. Mainstream media. They're called Portal People for those new, is because their news is from a completely different world to ours. And we did give Trump a solution to fixing that as well. The 1934 Telecommunications Act is riddled with loopholes. And if ever there was a profession that is non-essential, Portal People are it. Even now, they're backtracking on official figures and certainly the projected death and illness figures. Hospitals are empty in many places around the country, including the greed-based epicenter of it, New York. Empty hospitals. But the most disappointing aspect of this whole charade is the behaviour and antics of the alt media, said to be awake and posting their mind control program of the virus, is posting what they want you to focus on and not what is real, not what was building before this engineered crisis. And rest assured it was engineered. There's a whole heap of things going on with exposures of politicians and many other criminals, including all the child pedophilia and trafficking, the Epstein stuff, the royals involved in it. And it's all gone away because everyone now has bought into the mind control program of the portal people, and let's all focus on the virus. It's what they do. This show has been warning you about this programming since May of 2016. But those of us in the alt media are supposed to be different. Rebels, sovereign beings, and against the system and tyranny. But then the weak government tells you to stay in your homes and all comply and drop faster than Stormy Daniels' underwear. Why are we tolerating this? This is a refocus time and focus on what we do, not what they do. This was the only show that said do not comply. All the rest was a mismatch and varying degrees of flip-flopping. And what is going on in this country and the UK and many others is point-blank fascism. Right in your face. Patriotism is a fancy word for fascism, because it means a love of your country over your fellow man is essentially what it means. And it's a program being ran on the people. Most Americans I've spoken to said, we will never be like the Germans and fall for that crap. Newsflash, you already have, decades ago. You just never saw the signs, ignored their criminality, because America is the greatest country on earth and can do no wrong. But it's not the greatest country. Wake up and look around you. It is an absolute disaster zone on every level of society. Look what's happened in the past month. Hospital staff fired for speaking the truth. There is no virus, or a minimal one at best. People fined for not wearing masks. Curfews now being mentioned. People being chased down by police for walking in the park. Corralled into 6-foot zones and stopped by police and the military and asked for your ID just for walking around. Can anybody say, "The papers, please"? Germans were sleepwalking into disaster by the National Zionists that ransacked and slaughtered tens of millions 20 years previously in Russia. And Americans are following the exact same pattern of being taken over by these National Zionists operating out of Gotham City, New York, which is the head of the New World Order and has been since 1776, by the likes of Kushner and other born-in and born-to actors. I told you all the alt media was finished in December 2018. An event of the past month should show all that statement was 100% correct. Add in the wheeling out of the old alt media personalities of the past at this very time, spouting their fear porn, BS, money programs proven to not exist, alien rescue missions, and general bullshittery, and not one of them have provided a single solution to fix things. Not one. Including Q. Rest in peace, the alt media, and I rest my case.